Hey there, it's Erin Birch from the Birch Method, and I'm here with Jeffrey van Dyk. He's a friend of mine.
Hey, gang.
And we're in Los Angeles. And we just had a VIP day. And a VIP day is 6 hours with me where we go through sort of soup to nuts what your body's been doing, breaking it down and then building it back up in a way that's really more sustainable. So I just want to hear from Jeffrey. What was your experience?
Yeah. Well, first let me say why I was interested in it. Which is I ripped a ligament in my ankle like 15 years ago, and it clicks when I walk, like incessantly. But the biggest thing for me was this shoulder has always kind of ridden high, and when I work out and lift, it gets really aggravated. And I've been thinking like, okay, gosh, if this is getting aggravated every time I lift, what's going to happen 20 years from now if I keep lifting? And keep aggravating it. And so those were the two big reasons.
Yeah.
And also I have some big hikes coming up in the desert, and my lower back gets sore when I hike for long periods of time. So, when Erin and I were talking about her work and about structural alignment in the body and letting the body move freely again, I was like, oh, there's parts of my body that don't move so freely right now.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do that.
Yeah.
So we've been here at my house in LA for the day, and it's been really, really cool. I feel like if you ever like studied a lot and you feel like your brain is like because there's like so many new ideas, it feels like my body is doing that. Like my body is a brain, and my body's like, oh, there's like all these different, there's these different places where I've been holding, and I told Erin it feels like I've unconsciously had Aquanet sprayed in different areas, and
So
all
true.
these different muscle groups and joints have been fused together.
Yeah.
And I haven't known how to unfuse them, and these joints haven't known how to unfuse themselves. And so really I feel like my experience was, with your support, parts of my body learning how to release and unfuse themselves so that I have more articulation of different parts of my body that can then move freely in ways that they before were more like
Yeah.
But I feel like my body is sort of alive with all sorts of new ideas it has, and I think my brain will catch up with my body
Right.
over the next couple days.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of massage, and I've been to cranial sacral people, and I studied Alexander technique, and I've done a lot of different stuff. But this is the first thing that I feel like really helped different parts of my body remember what they're actually meant to be doing, so they can do it effectively and sustainably.
Yeah, that's exactly it. When you follow the body's design, surprise, it works really well. So that's basically what it is recapturing that connection to, oh, what did that feel like when it worked?
Yep.
Right, and
Yep.
so getting that to get back into the system so that there's that recognition of, oh, right, I remember how that felt when I was a kid, when it was just free and easy, and turns out that kind of stuff is actually something you can recoup.
Yeah. So if there's a takeaway, I think the takeaway for me is this, and it might be something useful for you, right? Like, one of the things Erin said at the beginning of the day is that our body is bugged, meaning like if the FBI went and put bugs all over your house and could listen in your conversations in your house, like our nerves are like those bugs in our body. And so we have the ability to listen in, and in the listening find what wants to separate that's been fused together. So if there's one takeaway I would have, it's to take a moment on a regular basis and listen in, especially the parts that are like, hey, over here, this hurts, because it probably has some information for you that maybe you just haven't tuned into yet.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I think it's really essential that we start to reconnect with our bodies, and this is, we think about our sensation as being outward focused. And this gives us a way to actually take that and use an inward focus to learn from our bodies, because our bodies are so full of wisdom and rich resource and information. And when we just take that moment, it actually works to inform us how it wants to be worked with. And it's really brilliant when that happens.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool.
This lady's pretty brilliant herself. So thanks so much, everybody.
Thank you.
Hope this has been helpful.
All right.
Bye.
Ciao.